Hallo und herzlich zurück nochmal zu Fate Stay Night Remastered. Und ja, entweder ist das die letzte oder wahrscheinlich die vorletzte Folge, gehe ich von aus. Ein Teil davon haben wir auch schon letztes Mal gesehen, weil ich in den Dead End reingerannt bin, aber hey, passiert halt. Aber nur gut. Auf nochmal zum finalen Kampf, and so we climb the stone steps. The closer we get to the temple gate, the denser the air gets. Sweat trickles down my back. An ominous premonition creeps over me. At the top of the stone staircase, our greatest enemies await us. But I don't really care about that. We go up the stairs, closer and closer to the temple gate. Everything will be over. No matter who wins this battle, Saber will disappear. Das haben wir alles schon. I can't say I have no regrets. I'm going to lose Saber. I'm going to lose the person I wrote to protect, the person I most wanted to be happy. Even though I don't know just how painful that will be. For now, we are still working together and I can feel her presence. I'm not prepared to lose her, even if I knew a few days before. Even if from the moment we met, I knew we would eventually part ways. Thinking back, we made so many memories. Ich kann mich nicht dran erinnern, dass das war. Egal. We worked together some nights, fought together some nights. At first, I did everything I could to prevent Saber, a girl, from fighting. She also kicked my ass in the dojo. I also slept in the shed because I was too embarrassed to sleep in a room right next to hers. We ate lunch together. Saber liked baths. She liked my cooking, liked the clothes Tosaka brought her, and she had incoherent conversations with Fujine. She pushed herself, shouldered all the burden herself, and finally collapsed, and then we explored the depths of our hearts in the ruins. Things took a turn after that. I couldn't stop thinking about Saber. My purpose for fighting changed, and I realized I loved her. How can I lose someone like that? Saber doesn't say anything. I can't think of anything to say either. Once we have climbed the stairs and reached the top, there will be nothing for us to talk about. A little while later I will lose Saber and have to say goodbye. But this is the only time we have to say goodbye. We climb the stairs. If I want to avoid saying goodbye, I just have to chatter about insignificant stuff like before. For example, let's go to town when we go home. What should we eat for breakfast tomorrow? Insignificant stuff. I can't even seem to do that though. Because whatever I say, those could end up being our last words. A clear end. Neither Saber nor I could say a clear goodbye. And now we are at the temple gate. This is my last chance. If we proceed, it will all be over. But if we go back, maybe I can think of something that would stop me from losing her. Saber. I stop and turn to Saber. She's the same as ever. Her face is composed, but her eyes seem tense, like she's trying to hold something in. The moment I see those eyes, I'm assailed by temptation on all sides. Temptation to run away. Temptation to turn back so I don't lose her. Temptation to tell her what I really want, assuring me she will accept. My resolve wavers. The temptations are begging, itching to be voiced. I bite my tongue. Let's go, this will be our final battle. I tell her, just like usual as a master. Saber nods silently. I see the strength in her eyes, full of resolve as they always are. I won't make any requests. The same way she believes in me, I'm going to believe I made the right choice. I cross the threshold of the temple gate. There's no turning back now. I can't say anything, not that I could say what I really wanted anyway. But I want to at least believe that this frustrated silence managed to convey my feelings. We've finished climbing the long stone stairs. This is our final memory of our time together here on this earth. The summit is bathed in crimson glow. Wind whips at my face, seeming to come from that red light somewhere at the rear of the temple grounds. The air is heavy with death. It reminds me of that. Das hatten wir schon alles. It's passed out. Glistening blackness like muckers. It's like a visible curse, even a mage like me still...
来たか。待ちわびたぞ、セイバー。
Gilgamesh stands there, hallowed by the vivid red glow. He pays no mind to the blood-red glow or the death-shrouded blackness. The servant armored in gold waits in the middle of the temple grounds for Saber and Saber alone.
頃合いもよい。聖杯もようやく重い腰を上げ、穴が開いたところだ。この呪いこそが聖杯の中に。我らサーバントをこの世に留める第三要素。10年前、お前が俺に浴びせたものだ。
Gilgamesh has eyes only for Saber. Saber is similarly focused on him.
ギルガメッシュ、あなたの目的は何だ？あの呪い、聖杯と偽っていたものを使って何を望む？
望みなどないと言っただろう。琴峰が聖杯をどう扱おうと俺は知らん。今のところ俺の関心はお前だけだ。
As if to answer, the Golden Knight raises one arm. At the same time, a shimmering haze forms behind him. The king's treasure, hundreds of noble phantasms are radiated in that haze, like bullets loaded into a gun.
ようやくこの時が来たか。今までずっと考えていたぞ、セイバー。嫌がるお前をどう組み伏せ、あれを飲ませるか。泣きむせぶ顔を踏みつけ、その体を染め抜くほどの泥を飲ませ、もだえ死ぬに耐えきれず俺の足元にすがりつく。その汚れ切った姿をな。
よく言った。ならばその身が同じ末路をたどろうと異論はないな、英雄王。
Ich bin der Meinung, diese Konversation ist ein bisschen anders als die wir vorhatten. She takes another step. Sarah walks right into the range of all those noble phantasms. This isn't a battle I can help with. No ordinary human could step into this battle between Saber and Gilgamesh.
それでこそセイバー。俺には勝てないと知った上でなおその気概。宴の終わりを飾るにふさわしいが。邪魔はいらぬ。そこの雑種。琴峰に用があるのなら早々に消えろ。奴は祭壇で貴様を待っている。
Kotomines waiting. I glance at Saber. She gives a slight nod, her eyes still on Gilgamesh. As I leave, I feel her wishing me luck. I turn around, my opponent is elsewhere, behind me. As I run, I hear the sound of Saber's deadly battle begin. Deep in the ground, behind Yodo Temple's main building, is a large lake. That can be. At least that was true until yesterday. The lake, far from that was most spreads. Before me, it is a sea of dark, murky tar, and a hollow chasm yawns in midair, the body of a young girl floating near an offering. Kotomine. I've been trying to remain calm all the time, but
よく来たな、エミヤシロ。最後まで残ったただ一人のマスターよ。
The ends of his lips curl up in a smile, and he spreads his arms in greeting. Our final battle will be fought here. This will be the summoning altar in the Holy Grail War. Cut down Ilya, I will flash you after that. We are about 10 meters apart, and as soon as I take another step, the battle will begin. I don't know what kind of image of mage Kotomine is, but he likely uses projectile weapons like Tosaka. On the other hand, my only option is to get close and punch him in the face. Even with Tosaka's dagger concealed behind me, I still need to get close. Once the battle starts, my only option is to rush him and stab him in the chest. But before that, I need to do something about Ilya.
気持ちはわかるが、それはできない相談だな。聖杯は現れたが、その穴は未だ不安定だ。 接点である彼女には命の続く限り耐えてもらわねば私の願いは叶わない。
As long as her life lasts and Iya is still alive. I have no intention of bringing her down. If you have no intention of bringing her down, I will have to make you. I'm going to stop your wish, this dark mud, right here, right now.
ほう、なるほど。お前にはこれが私の望みに見えるわけか。さすがは規律具の息子だな。よもや2代にわたって思い違いを続けるとは。この泥は私の手によるものでは。これは聖杯より溢れる力。本来は万能であるはずの無色の力だ。それを黒く染めるなど人の力ではできん。
Ich glaube, das hat er vorher auch nicht
この
erklärt.
聖杯はな、初めからこうなの。開けてしまえば最後、際限なく溢れ出し、最悪を巻き起こす。それがこの聖杯の正体だ。この中にはあらゆる悪性、人の世を分け隔てなく呪うものが詰まっている。それを操ることなど誰にもできん。
What is he talking about? If that's true, he didn't become a master because he had a wish to fulfill, but instead just so he could open this thing? Kotomine, what is your wish? I grind my teeth and glare at him. He smiles wider.
そうだな。強いて言うならば娯楽だよ。
Ich glaube, das hat er, glaube ich, vorher auch nicht gesagt. It's such a simple answer. What?
わからないのか。例えば音楽だ。歌を楽しいと思うのはなぜだと思う。エミヤシロ。
What the hell?
では本はどうだ。物語が人を引きつけるのはなぜだと思う。
Why, I've never thought about that sort of thing before.
そう、考えるまでもない。あらゆる娯楽、人間を喜ばせるもの、それらが楽しいのは単に人間が作ったものだからだ。よいか。あらゆる創造物は人間の内より生じるもの。つまるところ、この世で最も愉快なものとは人間に他ならない。むき出しの人間こそが最高の娯楽となる。それに比べれば彼らが生み出す娯楽など二次的なものだ。そう、音楽も物語も愛憎も憐憫も信頼も裏切りも道徳も背徳も幻想も真実も全て抱きすべき不純物に過ぎぬ。そのようなもの、所詮は残りかすに過ぎぬ二流の娯楽。私が楽しみたいのは人間そのものでな。そのような余分なものなどもはや口に合わん。そのためには営みなどという贅肉はそぎ落とさなければならない。走馬灯というものがあるだろう。それと同じだ。人間は死の瞬間にのみ価値がある。生存という助走距離を持って高く飛び、空に届き尊く輝くもの、その瞬きこそが私の望みだ。
Jo, Kotomine ist vollkommen
お
durchgeknallt.
前の求めた質問の答えだ。お前たちが平穏を糧にするように、この実は星の光を食べて生きている。
Seeing the priest give him such a sermon, his arms spread wide, is strange to say the least. A chill runs down my back, but not from what he said. Seeing him like that, talking about human beings and seeming somehow sacred is what's giving me chills. So you are saying...
ああ、10年前の火災は悪くなかった。小規模ではあったが、通常ではありえない刺激に満ちていたからな。そう、私が望むものなどその程度だ。あのような地獄にこそ魂の炸裂、人における最高のきらめきがある。それはお前自身も体験したことではないかな、エミヤシロ。どうだ、無念のまま朽ちる人間の叫びは胸に迫るものがあっただろう。
You. Bullshit. That day. How could he ever describe the hell of that day like that?
理解してくれたか。いびつな形ではあるが、私ほど人間を愛している者はいない。故に、私ほど聖杯にふさわしい人間もいまい。
The priest smiles, pleased with himself. Is he saying that he thinks all those people dying helplessly was a wonderful, beautiful thing? Oh, I understand. All right. I focus on my feet. Every muscle in my legs tenses, ready to break into a sprint. I understand that you deserve to die. I surge forward as fast as I can. He is a little less than 10 meters away. If I just head straight at him, I can... I throw myself sideways. I want to just kill him, but my instinct kicked in, saving me from death. I got tumbling across the ground, scrambling to look up. That was... I glanced back at where I'd just been running. The ground is on fire. The dark mud spreading over the lake is steaming. It is like a dark carpet. The mud coils and lunges at me, snapping like a whip. It leaves a searing weight on the ground.
言い忘れていたが、すでにお前は私の射程に入っている。加えてこれは生き物に敏感でな。動き回るのは勝手だが、不用意に動くと死ぬぞ。
I leap out of the way of the black mud as it strikes at me once again. To hell with darting around blindly. This bastard's had intent on killing me. You damn fake priest. I reposition myself, keeping an eye on the lake. I am no closer to Kotomines. Looks like he's gonna keep me 10 meters away. That muddy tentacle seems to be able to stretch endlessly. It follows, no matter how far I retreat, and it's not the only one.
やる気か。それは喜ばしい。このまま立ち去るのなら殺しようがなかったが、お前本人が争うのであれば問題はない。何しろこれでも神に仕える身だ。助けを求める者を殺めるわけにもいかなくてな。
Do you even hear yourself? I don't think that quite fits a guy who has no problem attacking someone while their back is turned. He is probably remembering what happened with Lancer when I say that. Kotomines laughs as if impressed.
そうだったな。お前にはあれで愛想が尽きていた。これ以上先延ばしにする必要はない。正直に言うとな、エミヤシロ。私はお前に期待していたのだ。リンがお前を教会に導いた夜、運命すら感じた。お前があの男の息子と分かり、内面まで似通っていると知った時の喜びなど分かるまい。10年前に叶わなかった望み。エミヤキリツグという男に、こうしてもう一度引導を渡せるとは、思わなかった。
The tentacle twists toward me. It looms over the lake, its sickle-shaped head like a dark serpent. I bite my lip. I am in about the worst possible situation here. More and more tentacles emerge from the lake. I'm not sure how much longer I can even survive, to say nothing of getting near Kotomines.
勝機がないのは当然だ。お前の生きた年数と私の生きた年数では大きく開きがある。何かで掛け算でもしない限り埋められる差ではあるまい。
The priest raises his hand. He stares at the heavens like a conductor leading an orchestra.
命をかけろ。あるいはこの身に届くかもしれん。
The serpent surged forward. Sehr gut, das heißt, wir haben den richtigen, wenn wir jetzt beim Interlude sind. Sparks fly in all directions. The Golden Knight steps back, evading a series of savage attacks executed with astonishing skill. She must have seen it as an opening. Saber twists away from a short sword, fired at her and takes a step towards her enemy. Her shout tears through space. Her sword strikes like a comet. She presses the attack on the Golden Knight. He stumbles backward, overwhelmed by her skill and ferocity. Her sword dances. So titanic is the strength behind her every blow. Each could shatter boulders, smash down the walls of even the most impregnable fortress. And yet, the myriad deadly weapons appearing from behind her enemy turn aside every strike. Gilgamesh slips back from the onslaught, another sword in his hand. It's easy enough for her to repel his strikes, but she can't meet his attacks directly. Each of the enemy's weapons has abilities she simply does not know. Being struck by a weapon and not knowing what it might do is suicide. Saber steps away from her cornered enemy to compose herself. Gilgamesh on the other hand is not at all troubled and picks himself up.
懲りぬ女よ。何度やっても無駄だとわからぬか?
Gilgamesh shows no sign of fatigue. To him, this battle is merely a bit of entertainment. He can't very well feel nervous or tired when he knows with perfect certainty that he will win. It is another matter entirely for Saber. She knows that her only shot at victory is now, before her enemy starts taking this seriously. She needs to defeat Gilgamesh before he can use air, or she will lose. And so, even knowing that it may be impossible, she does not relent in her onslaught, giving no thought to her own stamina. This isn't the first time she has cornered her enemy, or the second, but she has never been able to break through his wall of noble phantasms.
まだ続けるのか? 主に忠誠を誓うのはいいが、それも限度があろう。今頃あの雑種は琴峰に殺されている。もはやお前が戦う理由はなかろうよ。
私の主は健在だ。あのようなマスター相手に四郎が膝を屈するなどありえない。
それも時間の問題だ。お前は聖杯を知らぬ。あれの相手は俺でも手こずるのだぞ。お前ならいざ知らず、あのような小僧が1分と持つものか。お前は俺には勝てぬし、あやつでは琴峰に勝てん。配役を誤ったな。お前が聖杯に挑んでいれば、この戦いはお前の勝利だったろうに。
There's no amusement in the Golden Knight's eyes. He is serious. But that is wrong. To Saber, the choice itself was a mistake.
まさか。これが正しい選択だ。私は貴様になど負けぬし、四郎はあのような死者には負けない。まだ出てもいない結果を期待するとは、英雄王の名も地に落ちたというものだ。
ほう。減らず口を言うだけの体力は残っていたか。
The air around Gilgamesh twists into swords. More and more noble phantasms appear behind him.
来るか。
She adjusts her grip on her sacred sword. In truth, there is a way. There's only one way to defeat that Golden Knight.
だがそれには。
For her plan to succeed, certain conditions must be met. Even if she takes out air, he will still be able to defend against her attack if he has any energy left. She would also have to take air's attack head on again, to be sure whether it is even possible to defeat.
エアを受ける。まさか、いかに鞘が戻ろうと、あれを受けては立ち上がれない。
But there is no other way to win. It is just a matter of how to spin that thin thread of hope into real victory. Normally, intuition would show her the best route, and she would act in accordance with what she sees. But that intuition is no help now. Perhaps her chances for victory are so slim that her intuition cannot show her the path. But she still has to fight. She has to keep fighting for Shiro, who surrendered his own defense by returning the sheaf to her. She cannot let this man defeat her.
そうか。どうやら決定的な敗北でなければ納得がいかぬと見える。
Even more weapons appear behind Gilgamesh. Every single one aims towards Saber, moving without Gilgamesh even touching them. Before, only the hills were visible, but now the blades emerge, awaiting the master's command. This is the way knights should fight. Gilgamesh was never a swordsman. His many noble phantasms are deployed within time and space and become bullets under the master's command. This is why he is an archer. He is the strongest in that regard.
うまく避けろ。なに。運が良ければ手足を串刺す程度であろう。
With a single command, a rain of swords descends on her with godlike speed. Each of them possesses its own special fatal power. She evades every single one, as if gracefully slipping between falling leaves. A sword from the front, a spear from the left, polar arms from above and below. A three-pronged sword sweeping at her in an arc. A hammer larger even than her streaks toward her like a meteor. She blocks, parries, dodges, then twists away from the final attack. Saber's breathing is labored and she struggles to regain her ground after being put on the back foot. At that moment, she senses something behind her enemy, behind Gilgamesh. 47 noble phantasms are already deployed, all at the ready. She leaps with all her might, as if to prevent her from escaping. A flurry of noble phantasms races toward her, tearing up the earth. A torrent of noble phantasms slams into the ground one after another. Her armor is shattered, her gauntlets is split open, and even her greaves are impaled. Saber manages to avoid sustaining any fatal wounds, but in that moment she sees something even worse, beyond the rain of noble phantasms. As if to finish off his exhausted prey, the king of the heroes draws his favorite sword. Saber lets gravity carry her back to the ground. She lands hard and immediately powers magical energy into her sword, but she isn't sure she can make it in time. The wind holds, the blade of light emerges and she raises her sword without waiting for the wind to finish unraveling. She doesn't bother deflecting the rain of no phantasms, she simply swings her sacred sword with all her might, and all the swiftness she can muster. She's too late. Gilgamesh sweeps his no other noble phantasms aside and swings air. Ich würde sagen, an dem Punkt beende ich dann nochmal die Folge. Ich möchte einmal kurz schauen, was ist. Es sind hier noch irgendwelche Sachen dazugekommen? Ich glaube nicht gerade. Hier noch irgendwas weiteres? Ich habe ja schon. Morrigan? Da bin ich gerade am Überlegen. Ja, hier haben wir ja nicht, das ist eine andere. Interessant, dass da auch nicht der True Name ist. Hier fehlt der True Name und der Master, genauso wie die Hero Story. Da fehlt auch der Master und hier fehlt offenbar noch etwas. Gut, dann würde ich aber sagen, beende ich hier jetzt erstmal diese Folge. Und vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.